Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Today is a very, very special day for me and my wife because 23 years ago today, Match.com matched us up, even though we were actually great friends from college, and we would run into each other from time to time, but we never uh, became more than just great, great friends. And for whatever reason, the time was right 23 days ago. Now, we found a great restaurant that's in Stanton that's like a local restaurant that's only open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Thursday and Friday, they have seafood. Friday and Saturday, they have prime rib and seafood. And so we had a friend that was down last week, and we took her there. Food was incredible. And so they had a special that is a pound of crab legs. It's half a dozen of fried shrimp, half a dozen of steamed shrimp, and half a dozen of oysters, and a steak. And that was $75. The food was outstanding. So instead of taking my wife out, especially nowadays that prices of everything are literally through the roof, I'm trying to kind of recreate a meal like that for dinner and trying to do it on a budget. So I went to Martin's. Martin's had crab legs. So I got right here, this is $24 worth of crab legs. And that is 3 pounds of crab legs, okay? They were out of oysters, but I got a quart of oysters here because she loves fried oysters. Now, keep in mind, you only got 6 of these at the store. We have a whole pint of oysters here. And that was $15. Okay? And I've got a ribeye. The ribeye here was $8. So this is $40 worth of stuff. Now, to help set this, you can see the oysters. Oh, they're looking good. To set this up for the evening, and my wife just got back from taking care of her dad, and started actually munching. I actually have some different kinds of cheeses. This is like a blueberry goat cheese. This is a mango ghost pepper cheese, and we've got some Italian meats. So we got some strawberries and some grapes and things like that. This is about another, because we've got more cheese and stuff in there, it's probably about $10 there. So roughly we'll say that this dinner between me and my wife here, with the fried oysters, with the crab legs, with the steak, and the cheese and crackers platter will be under $50. Now, if you're asking how I did the oysters here, and these are good, look at that. This is, I take buttermilk, and I soak the oysters in that for about an hour. And I like these because these are smaller oysters. These are like soup oysters, which are on the smaller side. The thing about oysters is I like the crunch and all that, but I'm not really crazy about the insides of it. But that's just me, and I don't like oysters that are raw. I've done them one time, and that was one time was enough. But I take cornmeal and flour, and I end up taking some of your Slap Your Mama seasoning and put on there. And I take some buttermilk and some eggs, And what you do is you dip it in the buttermilk and egg, put it in your flour or cornmeal, and then you put it, I'm sorry, I got it backwards. You take it from the buttermilk, the oysters, and you'll put that in your flour mix. Then you'll dip it in the egg wash and go back into your mix. And that's going to like double coat them so they'll be extra crispy. And that's what you want with oysters. Another way I like to do oysters too is if you have them on the shell, is put them on the half shell and charbroil them with garlic butter and Parmesan cheese. And you cook them literally right on the shell on the grill. That is really, really good. And so after 23 years of being married and not having to go to the restaurant, this is going to literally be twice the amount of food that we would have had. We wouldn't have had the cheese and crackers because they don't have that at the restaurant. We would have had a pound of crab legs, we would have had 6 oysters, and we would have had the steak, and we would have had a dozen shrimp for $75. So we're going to have all of this for our anniversary for about $50. And let's try one of these. Oh, where's my hot sauce? I have to have hot sauce for it. Look at this oyster here. Put a little hot sauce on it. Look at that. A little bit of hot sauce on it. You hear that crunch? Oh, man. That's real good there, boy. Woo! And the great thing, about doing this at home, we can go set up in the living room, we can put a nice movie on, we can open up a bottle of wine, not have to worry about driving home, relax, and also too, these days, you notice when you go to a restaurant, everything has got the tip thing on it, and I always try to tip about 20 to 25%. So, literally, it's been $100 for what we had before. I ain't got to tip anything. Although if my wife wants to tip me, it'll be okay. I'll be more than happy if she tips me. But eating at home, it's been good. This morning I lost another almost half a pound. Eating at home has been fantastic. We've been eating better. And the key of what we've been doing here is we've been trying to just make sure we don't eat junk. You know, this is the first thing we've had fried in a long time, but it's not every day. And it's these oysters that will be incredible. It's a treat. So this is almost like a cheat day. And we'll have the nice steak over there. And I've got some Greek potatoes to go with it. Just a nice finger food night, if you know what I mean. And so, I just want to show you how much we got out of our Do you know how much that would cost in the restaurant? This would be probably 3 orders at least of oysters. Look at that. I'm not even finished yet. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Don't those look good? I should have made a little guacamole sauce to go with them. And boom, crab legs done. Just like that. That'd been $50 at least right there. That's a nice big one. So there you go. And guys, listen. You cook a dinner like this for your lady. Say, honey, we got some nice fried oyster. We got crab legs, because you got to rip them open. You got to dip them in the butter and everything. And then you got the finger food over there with the strawberries, and it's the sauce that I made for that is I just take vanilla yogurt and some Cool Whip. Whip that together. The vanilla gives it kind of cuts the sweetness a little bit of it. It is a little cheating and so on, but you get all that grapefruit and stuff in there, and you get the spicy cheese and stuff in there. So you get the spicy cheese, you have some wine, and then you've got the fruit in there to mix with it, and then of course steak. I'm here for the steak. I'm here for the steak, and this will be really nice. And to finish it off, I got a really nice scented candle, but be careful on some of the candles and things that you get, air fresheners and things, because they have actually carcinogens that are in the candles. They smell great, but they're actually toxic. So be careful about the candles. So there you have it, good people. It's going to be a nice, chilling evening with the bride. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope that some of the tips that I'm giving you are great ways for you to eat better for less and eat healthier, because we're all going to need to take care of ourselves better than what we have if we want to try and live a good life, or a long life at least. And you got to enjoy yourself along the way, and you need to be healthy to do that. So eat right, save some money, and enjoy yourself. Have a good night.